infect other people. So basically, it's only the vaccinated person, her or himself, that might benefit from the vaccination. But it's not that he won't be infected. It's not that he will fall sick. I mean, what we know is if you are vaccinated and if you're running the risk of falling severely sick, this might be diminished. This is one basic fact. But also, you will be able to transfer the bug to other people, so you might stay infectious no matter whether you are vaccinated or not. And I think this is very important. So, because under the bottom line, there will be the question, so then if we take all that together, why should people who have nearly no risk to get severely infected by the bug take the risk of the vaccinations, the so-called vaccination, or let's say vaccinations or gene injections? Yeah. Why?
Yeah. I completely agree. And if you look at the STIKO in Germany or Gezondheidsraad in Holland and Austria, every country has these institutions. It's very strange. I mean, in Germany, they stuck by their guns and said, well, if you look at the risk-benefit ratio, it doesn't make any sense to inject children because this group doesn't add to the transmission that much, doesn't benefit from the possible less severity because they don't get severely ill. And because of the lack of sterile immunity, it doesn't do anything to break the chain of transmission. Yet, we see that a lot of politicians still want to push through. How do you explain that?
But you see, it even goes further. I mean, the one wrong story which leads to the fact that even pediatricians support the strategy of injecting children is that it's their duty to protect the whole public, which does not make sense. It's a wrong story, but it's still believed even by pediatricians. And I feel very sad about that because they have the duty to inform themselves and they should know that this is still experimental and that they might harm those who get injected. And in the balance in between benefit and risk, it's very clear that especially in this age group, it's most on the part of risk and not on the side of benefit. So I think this is in clear contradiction also to what we as medical doctors promised. And the other thing is, I mean, by these means, they try to block a natural reaction, which means that those not suffering from the disease, if they get infected, and they might not even be aware of the fact that they are infected, they will contribute to what we call herd immunity. So they will be transmission blocking, yeah, in contrast to those injected. So all the measures, as from my point of view, try to inhibit the natural stage of infection with subsequent immunity and contribution to herd protection. And instead of that, people get injected.